Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the latest edition of Lowdown Entertainment. I'm host Joe Adams. Along with me behind the scenes, my partner in crime, Mr. Bear Slosher. How you doing tonight, bud?
I am better than normal.
Why is that?
Because I got my third grandbaby today. So this morning at 7:13 a.m., Ilani was brought into our world.
Congratulations, my friend.
Thank you. Mom and baby are doing great, and we will be heading south to go visit in a few days.
Fantastic. God bless you.
Thank you.
God bless you. We do have some guests up here on panel, as you can see. We're going to get to them momentarily. I do have a little bit of bad news that I want to share with everybody. We want to send our deepest condolences to the friends and family of the track official Billy Hurt, who unfortunately lost his life last week at a World Outlaw event, responding to a crash at the Speedway. Very unfortunate situation. And, again, our deepest sympathies and condolences to all of Billy's friends and family.
You know, I reached out to Joe Brown, EMT.
Yeah.
And I said, you know, explain what happened to me. And nobody really knows, I guess. But he said, no matter how much training you have, and these guys rush to these accident scenes nonstop.
Correct.
He said sometimes adrenaline takes over,
yeah,
and you don't think about anything.
No.
And who knows what happened, but we all just know the end result, and it was terrible.
Yeah. So, yeah, God bless all those involved. And thank you to all the first responders at the racetracks and all the officials and everything, because they do a bang-up job. I mean, these guys are, and gals, are very important and really keep things moving for us. But we have a pretty busy show here tonight, man. It's all about asphalt here. And as you can see here, we have a couple guests up here already. We have Genevieve and Bill from Mahoning Valley Speedway Park. We have a slight name change, which is really cool. So, guys, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
Genevieve, you're going to be the announcer this year.
Yep.
And Bill is the promoter, so to speak.
Yep.
So we have a lot of things going on. I see some Facebook posts. And the biggest thing that I see happening right now is nobody can get a seat right now because
there aren't any.
There are no seats. And, Bill, why is that?
Well, their seats are actually in a burn pile somewhere or being redone to flower pots. I hear all kind of stuff they're going to use it for, repurposing it.
Yeah. So new bleacher boards all the way around.
Yeah, that's the hope, to get them all in this season before it starts, but weather's not working with us anymore.
No, the weather was really good there last week for a few days, and then it turned not so good and hasn't been good since. So it's a little bit of a struggle. So we're under a whole new regime, and everything is going crazy. Why is Michaela Kohler calling me right now? She knows that we do a podcast.
She's special in her own little way.
Mac is going to get beat. And that's all that there is to it.
She's down at the auto show. I don't know what she's doing.
Oh, that's right. The auto show is going on. So, sorry, Mac. I'm going to have to get back to you later. So, we're under a whole new... First of all, Mahoning almost didn't happen there for a hot minute. Yeah. So, what do you think about that? How did all this come to fruition?
It was definitely going to be a close call. I know it was up in the air for a long time. And luckily, Bill, he runs the RC track up top, and he was more than happy to take over. I mean, he can tell you that better than I can, because he's the one that had the great idea to take over. But, I mean, I think we're all very thankful. To a lot of us, Mahoning Valley Speedway was a very sacred place. I know I grew up there since I was a kid. My dad raced there. That was the first track I ever raced at. So for me, it's very special.
Yeah, a lot of people don't realize I've been there for probably 5 years, but up top in the RC world. And I built all that stuff for Jack. Which without his, Jack is the only reason I was able to purchase this racetrack to begin with. Like, he's if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't be able to have done what I did.
Right.
But a lot of people didn't know I was up there with the RC stuff. So I brought all that up to him years ago, and we talked about it. And then I actually brought a lot of racers back to that racetracks that he has inside up there. So now he brought up to me about this would be a good opportunity for you for the real track.
Right.
And I was like, wow, it's like a dream that I never thought about. And then one day, like, I was walking across the field the other day, and I'm like, how the hell do I own a racetrack?
How did we get here?
How do we get here right now?
Yeah.
So,
well, good for you. God bless you. Now, this is an all-new regime from top to bottom, front to back, side to side. This is do we have any people from the last regime, or is this a totally clean slate?
No, they're still there. Most of them, like to get rid of 40 people and bring 40 new people in, it would be a mess.
Yeah.
So everybody, we had drivers meetings, we had employees meetings, we had meetings between, there's a lot of behind the scenes people like Carrie Schaefer. She's the marketing of this whole thing.
Okay.
And she puts a lot of work in as much as anybody else does, to try to make this all work. Cause a lot of people want it to work, and they see that we're trying to make change.
Yeah.
We're trying to bring racers back.
Well, let's talk about the changes. What can drivers going into 2026 and fans going into 26, what can we expect to see at Mahoning Valley Raceway Park?
Depending on the weather, we're trying to do, the lighting's already been going up. There's a lot of new lights that have been there that were never installed, that they're being installed right now. The announcer's booth is being also remodeled, rewired.
Was that your request?
It is, yeah.
Go figure.
I had to.
It needs it. Like, there was a lot of stuff like this. This track's old. It's been around a long time. It needs some updating. We're trying to bring it into 2026. The bleachers, another thing. But there's only so much you can do in a day. But we have a lot of volunteers. A lot of people came. Like, we stripped that whole first section in 2 days. And the wood's gone.
I will say this. Looking at the photos of the bleachers, that looked like a daunting, dreadful task.
It is.
Yeah.
Can of worms. We opened it.
Yeah.
Found a lot of cool Hot Wheels, though.
I bet.
A lot, yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to do something with them as we go. Like, we're trying to collect them all. We got probably about 100 or something.
Holy that is amazing.
Just from the first section. I mean, we found
There's a lot, yeah.
we found a car key, or a house key. Somebody's missing a house key.
That's
which we're
probably
gonna-
mine.
Yeah,
picture
it's
of.
definitely yours.
Somebody says there's a wallet under there. We're going to look for that.
Oh, that's definitely mine.
Yeah. But it's pretty neat, the history there.
Yeah.
And we're trying to make history ourselves.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing. Now, you have a schedule. We have a little bit of a rundown of events for this year. Do you have some high-end, high-paying
I do.
races?
Yeah, so we have a lot of events planned already in the schedule, and we're still actually working on putting more into the schedule. So on there already, as far as like our bigger races, we were able to get the ROC series to come in
Fantastic.
for not only 1 but 3 races this year, which
that's
is
huge.
a big deal. Yeah.
It's very
So
big.
we were really happy to bring them aboard. We have the Pocono Raceway. They'll be back again for a kids' night. We also have the Mike Krempowski Street Stock Memorial Race. That's always a big hit every year with the Street Stock Series. We have the Ward Kozer Memorial Race in July. And then we have the Christmas in July. That's always a big hit with the kids as well. Fan Appreciation Night. We all love to go down on that track and then get to see all of our favorite drivers get their autographs.
Kind of like a meet and greet
Yeah,
kind of
absolutely.
deal?
Yeah, I get to stand up close, see the cars, get
Excellent.
inside of them and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have our big end of year fall brawl, as always, which is always a big hit.
Fantastic.
And then everything that's not even on the schedule yet, we've been working behind the scenes. Hopefully, as the events come up, we'll put them in there. But we're gonna do a couple events as far as bringing in like a community night, doing different types of fundraisers for Father's Day and Mother's Day, getting more people in to do some giveaways and stuff like that.
That is
First
awesome.
Responders Night. Yeah,
Yes.
it's just a long list that we're still behind the scenes working on. But
Yeah. So, and I want to put this out there too. This is a new regime. They're working feverishly behind the scenes, as they said. Do they have all their ducks in a row right now? No. But that doesn't give you right or a rite of passage to complain about everything. So just let them do what they need to do. Things are going to come together. Cut them some slack. Show your support. And just be there to support them and make this work. Because let's face facts here, guys and gals. You almost didn't have this place.
Yep.
So stop complaining and just ride the wave, sit back, and support this.
Give them a chance.
Give them a chance.
Well,
Make it happen.
a lot of people see we're doing something now, so the heart's changed a little bit. I
So
feel.
this is sparking interest.
I feel like the sponsors too. It was hard to try to get any sponsors, and getting Amy's Garage is the only one that stepped up. They were the first sponsor back, and now they're actually people calling us.
Oh, so do you have a list of sponsors that you like to?
We have some sponsors.
Yeah, let's talk about them and see what they can see what they do.
So far, probably 2 of the biggest sponsors that have been helping out with just the bleachers alone is Beltsville Auto Parts, the Conquest. Them, Messenger Agency, they were 2 very helpful to be able to get those new bleachers, because we all know how difficult it was to get in and out of those stands. They're falling apart. They've been in there for years.
Yeah.
And then along with those 2 guys, we have Amy's Garage, we have Rex's Excavation, and Dirtworks. Those are the main sponsors that we have right now. But
Fantastic. Now, Are you guys going to have signage up at the Speedway for these guys?
Yep. So for the bleachers, we're kind of trying to break it up into 5 sections, I believe.
Yes.
And they're going to get their own section of bleachers. They'll have front and back signage. And then they're
Nice.
also going to get a spot in Victory Lane.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Now, for any businesses out there, or individuals for that matter, that may want to contribute to the track and get a billboard, do you have extra billboard space available?
Yeah, absolutely. We've got tons of space. I mean, we've got any of our sponsor packages, they're customizable depending on how you want to work through things. Like right now, all of our different divisions, they're open for their own personal sponsorships if you want to do something like that. Across, we've got the road signs near the track that those are available as well. On the track, just anywhere in the grandstands, whatever you're looking to. Anything at this point is also just awesome to have.
Pretty much the sponsorship is availability and it's budget friendly for whatever their needs are. Any interested parties, how do they go about getting in contact with you guys?
So we have a post up on Facebook about our sponsorships, but then we also, if you go to our website, MahoningValleySpeedwayPark.com, there's a link to go into our sponsorship, and you can send an email to I believe it goes to Carrie. She's the one that's been handling all of our sponsorships, but it'll go to them and you can get in contact with her.
Very good. Very good. Now, you did mention MahoningValleyRacewayPark.com. Is there still a Mahoning Valley Raceway.com that there's not going to be any confusion or anything like that?
So when you go on there, it is a little confusing because there's still the old website that's up.
Okay.
Because of the change between Bill taking over the racetrack completely, there was a little difficulty, and that's why we changed the name a little bit to adding the park to the end.
Right.
So it can be a little confusing. Usually if you go to our Facebook page, you'll see the link in there, and that's probably the best way to get to the correct website.
I just wanted to point that out just in case somebody goes there and goes, hey, this isn't working. I want to spend money. I want to be a sponsor, but just make sure you're doing it the correct way.
Yeah.
So, Bill, what are some of the things that you're looking to achieve this year under this new promotional banner of yourself here? What are you hoping to happen, and what do you need to happen? What do you want to happen?
I want everything to be done tomorrow.
Yes.
I think that is going to happen, but for the future, like the biggest thing, I'm trying to get these bleachers in. The PA system's coming this weekend.
Okay.
We got some blacktop work going on for the entrances and on the track to fix up some problems that were we listen to all the complaints. We listen to every complaint everybody had, everybody's idea, and then we, pick and choose what is the correct thing to do.
Yeah.
So eventually we're trying to make this place, bring it up to 2026, first of all.
Yeah.
And the more racers we can bring here, the more fans we'll get.
Right.
Same thing. And if we make the racers happy, racers put fans in the stands.
That's right.
So we're going to guarantee their money this year also for each race. And like I told the racers at the drivers meeting, if you go home and talk to your boss, they can sponsor your class for a certain race. So that money from that sponsor goes into the pot that they win on that race.
Oh, very nice.
So suppose there's $900 guaranteed for the winner.
Yeah.
And they donate $500, so it's all up to $1,400. So they can help themselves too. It's just all about giving them guys more money.
If everybody puts effort out to bring stuff in, they're only helping themselves.
Correct.
Which is absolutely amazing. That's good stuff. Oh, and right there we have Mahoning Valley Speedway has the correct link on there. I want to touch upon chat here for a second. Melissa Kohler is in the house. PA system, yay, that's awesome and so needed. And Melissa, please tell your daughter that I will get back to her as soon as I can. Rich Henchman is in the house. Hello, hello.
Henchman.
Oh, I'm sorry.
One of the flaggers.
Let's see here. Cindy Warden is in the house.
Cindy.
Yeah, fantastic. We appreciate you guys. Don't be bashful with the chat. Stop on in there. Type in any questions you may have, any comments or concerns.
Cindy's been helping out too with the pit spots, and her husband Michael. They've been here for a long time too. And then, like I said, there's a lot of people that were here in place. They knew their job and they did it well. So we're trying to give them the benefit of a doubt.
It literally takes a village to get this stuff going.
Correct.
Yeah,
it really does.
In the past, where Mike's perched in between 3 and 4, that's usually where I video from.
Yeah, Mike. Yeah,
on the little deck.
Cousin Mikey.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
So now you're going to be doing the announcing duties.
Absolutely, yep.
I don't want to sound sexist at all, but that's kind of a man's world with the announcing.
It definitely is. Yeah, there's not many.
There's really not. So hats off to you and congratulations for doing that.
Thank you.
Yeah. Any peer pressure doing that, or you just get out there and you just kind of let it just roll off your tongue and let it happen?
So I've never done it before until last year. They were looking for somebody, and I happened to be more than happy to give an extra hand to the racetrack, and I ended up falling in love with the position. So being able to narrate the entire race and then go down into victory lane, I mean, that's such a special moment for all those drivers when they get out in that position because you get to win the race.
Yeah.
I got to share a moment with a couple of the drivers. It was their first ever feature win. So it's very special for me along with them.
That is so cool. Yeah. Now, how do you like doing play-by-play? Because that's not the easiest thing in the world to do.
No, it was a big adjustment, and I'm definitely still learning. As much as I can, I try and listen to other announcers and see how they do things. You know, the verbiage and the wording, the way that they do things, and just finding my own path of what I feel comfortable doing and what makes me different.
I just met you this evening, and everything has been really great, but I did have a little bit of an issue with you.
Oh boy, what did I do?
You were eyeing up my yoo-hoo.
I couldn't help it.
And I warned you that if you noticed, I hit it back
You did
there
hide it from me,
because,
that way I couldn't.
You're giving me
It's
trust
still within
issues.
reach, though.
Yeah. Now, I did say this to her earlier. For those of you who don't know, you are with child. So
I am.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
So I even said to you, I know you're preggo, but I'm willing to fight you for the yoo-hoo.
You should have brought 2. That's the best bet. Yeah.
Actually 3 now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, but Bill, what did you tell me about the track?
We have Yoo-hoos.
Oh,
At the track.
game changer.
If that's not a reason to come alone, I don't know what is.
Right.
Wow.
Absolutely.
We changed all the signage down there. The menu changed a little bit. And the Carlinos are going to still be there like the first 2 weeks to help my wife and to help me make sure that we're going in the right direction.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, like I said, without Jack and Rebecca, I wouldn't have been able to do this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there's so many people involved. It's just like Tom Clausen says, thanks for tuning in, Tom. It's good to see you, my friend. Looking forward to the opening. When is your opener?
April 18th.
Yep, 18th.
And now, does this seem like a realistic target date for you guys with everything going on?
Oh, yeah, we'll be ready.
Okay, good.
We've had a lot of people step up and be able to help a hand. I mean, we're going to be there this weekend again, Saturday and Sunday, depending on weather.
Mhm.
Hopefully it works out in our favor. But I feel like everything is rolling pretty good as much as we can with all the snow that we had. We couldn't really do much with how you can't get down there, but
Right.
And Randy Arner, he came in. He did a lot of work. He came in after work one day, and then he came in Saturday morning. And like I said, the bleachers got torn out Saturday, and all the wood was gone Sunday.
That is absolutely
That's
amazing.
awesome.
It was amazing. It was like, I couldn't believe it.
Oh, Rich Heinzelman in chat says, are there
Just-
any more jobs available at the track? Asking for a friend.
Yeah, I saw that. Was kind of
We have some things that we still need people for.
yeah, absolutely. We're looking for anyone that's more than happy to lend a hand to the track. There was always something that someone can do, whether it's a position that's already filled and we just need an extra set of hands or something new. So don't ever hesitate to reach out.
Yeah, no, one thing that we spoke about prior to coming on live was these guys are looking for somebody to help out with the program book. So if you know somebody or you are someone that is capable of putting a program book together, please reach out to these fine folks and let them know what you're capable of doing and so you can get something going. We were just talking about that a couple weeks ago, Barry. Like,
Yeah.
we don't see
Who
program
has them
books.
anymore?
Yeah, we don't see too many program books anymore. So this would be a pretty neat thing.
I know when I was a kid, I collected them. I still
Yeah,
have big
absolutely.
stacks
Yeah.
of them everywhere. I love
Park
them.
reports and,
Yep.
you know.
Colton let us set some of his so we could, you know, show whoever was going to do it. That was another thing, Carrie, the Throwback Thursdays. That stuff was done by Carrie originally, but we passed it off to
Todd Spat. He's
Todd
been the one
Spat.
that's
He's
been
been
doing
writing
all the
them lately.
interviews. Yeah. She's
Oh,
doing
wow.
with it
Doing
all,
a great
so.
job with it.
If
It's
you're-
really fun to watch.
Yeah, everyone seems to be a big hit with that. So
Absolutely.
if you're interested in being in our throwback series, don't hesitate to reach out and we'll get you in contact with Todd and then you can be one of the next Thursday throwbacks.
Yeah, this is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. Just totally lost my feed.
There's a lot of history there, you know.
There is. Now, I have $1 million question for both of you. It's going to be a little bit of a shock for you. I have never been to Mahoning Valley Speedway,
You're definitely going to have to come
Ever.
this year then. Absolutely.
but I want to ask you a very serious question, and I'll even let you think about it if you have to. Sell me as to why I need to go there. This is your opportunity. You're a new promoter. You're a new promoting team. Why should I go to Mahoning Valley Speedway Park?
you live local here, don't you?
No.
Oh, you're not even local?
Nope.
How far do you live from there?
I am 45 minutes from here.
Okay. So it's still not that far.
So it's probably, an hour and 15, 20
Hour
minutes?
15 for you.
Yeah.
I'm an hour away.
I'm an
live
hour away as well. And even
I'm 20 minutes.
when I lived back home, I would drive from the time I was 7 years old with my family. I drive there until now. I still do. It would be an hour and a half drive every single weekend with a modified, because I used to work on Brian DeFebo's car.
Just do it.
Yeah, I mean, I would miss family events, birthday parties. I mean, my entire childhood I spent at Mahoning Valley Speedway.
Commitment to excellence right there.
Absolutely, yeah. And I absolutely love it, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Racing is my entire life, and I would not
Good
change
for
that.
you.
And those are the memories that she has that we want to make new ones of going
Correct.
and throwing for all the kids and the families out there. Now we want to make the place, show them that we're doing this for them.
Right. We, Bear and I have talked about this with many of our guests, many promoters, our good friends at Wide Open Wednesday podcast with Nick Leach and Fred Fletcher had Jeff Strunk on last night. It was brought up with Jeff as a guest. We need to get the youth more involved in racing. We're losing the youth. Actually, the next group of people that are coming up here after you guys are done, we talked about that prior to the show as well. Do you have any plans in place, implemented to try to get more young people involved in your racetrack? And because once the kids are there, the parents got to come, because that's how they're getting there.
Yep.
So you lock everybody in. It's the McDonald's theory of sales is what it is. So do you have anything in place to do such a thing?
We do. So we're going to keep our Juice Box series again this year, which we are actually looking for somebody to take over our Juice Box series. So if you're interested in that, reach out to us for that as well. Are you looking to take over?
Good position for Joe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. There's
You can
your
keep track of all the kids for
There's
us.
your reason to come to the
Only if I can race a juice box car.
If you can fit
you
in
fit
one,
in it,
you,
yeah.
you can get in it. Yep.
Are you saying I'm fat?
That's your words, not mine.
Too many.
Yes. I shouldn't have drank that last Yoo-hoo. Man.
You're big boned.
Thank you. There it is. There it is.
No, but we have the Juice Box series. We have the Christmas in July, which is the kids' night. You get to come out. You can see Santa Claus. We're also planning on having fireworks at a couple of our different shows, so you can bring the entire family out
That's
for
very
those.
festive stuff. Yeah,
Yep.
that's really good stuff.
And we're just going to keep on tacking on more events.
Yeah.
And if you have ideas of what you'd like for us to bring to the track, don't hesitate to comment. Let us know.
So you have an open door policy. If somebody has, does that go with complaints and or ideas? Just
Absolutely.
You want to keep everything just as transparent as humanly
Positive
possible.
and negative. I mean, it's
Yeah.
all beneficial to us because it's only going to make
Absolutely.
Mahoning Valley Speedway Park better.
Put the
love
suggestion
that.
box at the gate.
I love that. That is so
So
cool.
we listen to a lot. Like, we're trying to do a lot of stuff that no one knows about. Like, there's a carnival. We talked to a couple of them to come for a week. And then,
Wow.
And then a carnival's still going on a race night.
That's cool.
We're trying to do car shows. I'm trying to build something more like Carlisle.
Yeah.
So you have a car show swap meet. We're going to try to have some race car swap meets, whatever anybody has an idea or our own ideas, we're going to try to make it all happen.
There is something very special about seeing a Ferris wheel spinning in the background at night and the cars are on the track.
The fair races were always
It
the
is
best.
just the most amazing thing. I don't know what it is. There's just magic in the air. It's so cool.
And if we could be the first to do something, that's what we want to do also.
Yeah. Barry, what do we have in chat? We have anything going on there?
Melissa Kohler basically called you out, said you'll never see Joe there. But we won't go there.
Oh, man.
Harry Yohn said, congrats, and you'll make a great track owner. I was there over the winter at the RC track.
Nice.
Mark Schaefer said, there's great side-by-side racing at Mahoning Valley Speedway. I raced there and go there as a fan. And Rich Heinzelman also said he's got a good spot on the track, turn 3 and 4.
Very nice.
Yeah. Eddie Geiger says, do a quarter midget night. Free stuff for kids under 10 years old.
So the quarter midget night, that's actually also in the works as another event that we're planning already. So.
Beautiful.
When my
Yeah.
kid was 5, he ran at Mahoning. They had a Blue Mountain night there.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
he was 5 and doing 43 miles an hour.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Oh, yeah. I bet. I bet. That
It
is
was cool.
That's really cool stuff. I mean, they're on the big track. Like this is where their heroes race, and they actually get to be on there. That is so amazing.
Well, the way their property's laid out, we have a field. Like, I talk to, like, I do vinyl lettering and make signs and banners and stuff. So I did a couple quarter midgets for Christmas. Not Christmas, it was their banquets for the end of the year.
Mm-hmm.
So we did an RC car, and I had to design the bodies to look like their actual cars.
Yeah.
So when they came in, we discussed about building a quarter midget track that wasn't a club, but it was like a lot of these kids. I'm not sure how that goes. They can only be in the car so many years. I'm not sure, but they could have came and raced on a regular night for them, like a Sunday morning or something.
Wow.
Like there's enough property to put it there, but that's future stuff. Like
That is so cool.
my hands are full right now.
Yeah.
Those RC cars are pretty slick.
Yeah, they are.
That was it was a heck of a banquet giveaway. They're really nice.
Oh, you seen that? You seen all that?
Oh yeah,
That
yeah. I
was me.
saw Laney Licks. They're really cool.
Chase Ware's in the house. What's up, Chaser?
Chase just came back from Vegas.
He's been traveling.
Yeah, he was at the track not that long ago racing with the Roselli kid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, who was Chase helping? I forget who the heck that-
Storm chassis.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And still
Yep.
with
Yeah.
James Roselli. Yep. Good stuff.
Al Gilner says, Rich, you're the best on-track official there.
Can't butter up the officials.
There's nothing wrong with that. It does not hurt, for sure.
Well, this year we concentrated on like a lot of the problems that I heard. I listened to everybody's problems,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "Oh, like this wasn't fair and that wasn't fair." So everybody's aware that it's cut down the middle. The rules are. We put the rules out before we had a drivers' meeting, so they've seen the rules,
Mm-hmm.
and you'll know they're in black and white. So you make sure your car's on that; they'll be checked. And we're not, like I said, I'll disqualify my mother if she did something wrong. So
It's good to know.
It has to be fair down the middle. Everything, the officiating, the tech, the racing, everything
Yeah.
has to be legit.
Yep.
Just out of curiosity, what was the biggest complaint you had from the previous regime?
I heard like this guy got disqualified for this, and then the same guy didn't get disqualified. Like I wasn't there. I don't know.
Yeah.
The he said, she said. So we're going to make sure that that can't happen next year.
Yeah.
So there's going to be some people
Start
that
with
are
a clean
probably
slate.
upset if they do get disqualified, but you know what the rules are. You've had them before the track was even open.
And your meeting was a very positive.
We had a lot of drivers there.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone has their concerns, but they were able to voice them, and
Mm-hmm.
we gave our feedback on everything that we could.
And there's a couple guys that were a little antsy. Like, I could tell when the meeting came, one of the drivers are here actually. You'll see soon. Like, he came, pulled his chair up. I'm sitting at the table. He pulled his chair all the way up. I'm like, what's this guy doing? And he sat the chair down right in front of me. I was like, oh boy. But like I said, I think after the meeting, there was this many people that weren't on my side, and then after the meeting, I think that got very narrow.
Yeah.
So
That's a successful meeting.
I think we switched a couple people over to give me a chance. That's all I asked him for.
Yeah. It's very difficult to be a promoter, a race promoter, and have friends. So you got to have
Yeah, like I
really
said,
thick skin.
you're in debt for this track.
Yeah.
For the biggest accomplishment, the biggest purchase, the biggest debt I've ever been in my life
Yeah.
at 53 years old. So
Yeah.
I'm doing it for the love of racing, and no matter what it is.
God bless you for that. That's amazing. Absolutely amazing. Harry Yolen says, any thoughts on slingshots or 600 XLs? It moved, right? So the rear.
Sure.
It did.
Well, on that topic, I talked to a couple big name dirt modified guys. I'm trying to bring them because we can race Saturday and Sunday. So the insurance that you pay for Saturday, it's like really cheap for Sunday.
Okay.
So I tried to reach out to the dirt modified guys to come with a rule package that they're already on from Grandview or wherever they're coming from. So we're not going to change the rules specifically for our track. You could run our tires or your own tires.
Mm-hmm.
And then we could put the slingshots in place and the legend cars, and we could try to make a Sunday dirt racing like 4 times a month or 2 times a month or 4 races a season. Like I was just trying to
Right.
get anything because I'd like to see it too. I forget what the gentleman's name was. They were saying the dirt cars did come to Mahoning before, and these guys probably know his name. He was sideways the whole way around the asphalt. The fans loved
How
it.
to be the judge.
The tires were popping and smoking, and
Oh, yeah.
like I want to see that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Who's
I
the
want-
judge?
What's his name? Ricky
Yetter.
Yetter,
Okay.
that's
The
it, Yetter.
5, the green car.
five.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, he would 10 laps. This freaking
mean, I would
right rear
love to
was
see that.
smoked.
The dirt modifieds on the asphalt.
Yep.
And try to. I mean, we're not going to get sprint cars, but we could get the.
Could.
You said, well, that'd be a first, right?
They have asphalt sprints.
So
Not
yeah,
many around here.
try to get as much in as we can.
Here's something for you from our good friend Gary Lurch. Mini Mods would be on board for a Sunday show. So that would be very interesting.
Well, I have some groups that want to, but I can only put like say the legend cars on Sunday, that's it. Like I have to build up a schedule to get enough people to come,
Right.
you know, and open the concession stands and everything else. But that's the plan.
Kaylee Elizabeth says right rear Ricky.
That's it.
That's pretty cool.
That's it.
It's great stuff. So what else is happening, Genevieve? What else you have for us here? Do you have anything else in your notes and grab bag of goodies there that you would like to discuss?
I think we kind of went over a lot of it. I mean, as far as like the scheduling goes, a lot of it's, we have a couple of new divisions. You know more about the couple. We were discussing them last night with the abbreviations.
New divisions. What do we got?
Yeah, the MSRS. That was one of the legend divisions.
Oh, there was the antique cars. There are micro.
You having the micro sprint races there?
No, it wasn't micro sprint. I forget what they're called. We talked to a bunch of people. That's the East Coast TQs. That's the ECTM. Okay. Yeah, there's antique cars, and there's micro somethings.
Micro stocks.
Micro stocks. That's
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
we sponsored that last year.
There's four races for
the
them.
4-race series. Yeah,
Yeah,
we
yes.
sponsored that the last 2 years at the track.
Yeah.
But there's other divisions that want to come, but they can only come on Sundays. They're open. They're open on the Sundays. Which
Right.
and the legend cars is what I've always wanted to race. When I was little, I thought they were cool.
Yeah,
They're on street tires and everything. Like that's what.
The gangster cars.
that's it right there. We won a lot of races at Mahoning in a legend car at Ronnie Dunstan.
Yeah.
A lot of races.
Good stuff.
And then we also have the junk cars. They'll be there for 5 races this year, actually. So I know those were a big hit and people wanted to see them more often.
Can I ask you a stupid question?
Go ahead. You might get a stupid answer, but
What is a junk car?
a junk car, so it's usually a 4-cylinder. You take it, something that's off the road, you basically gut it down to completely nothing, break all the glass and everything, take the airbag systems out, usually leave one seat, and it's just basically a gut and go.
Passenger seat, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could
back seat.
put passengers in there, you know, wherever you want to sit most comfortable. He might have to put it in the back seat.
Oh, he would
Probably.
definitely have to put it in the back seat. Yeah.
But you just gut the car and then you go, and it's a lot cheaper way for you to still get out there on that track.
It's a good way to just, get your feet wet as far as motorsports goes.
Absolutely.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I was discussing with one of the drivers on the way here today, John Petro, an old friend from RC racing in the past, and he said about that too, was not trying to start a bunch of new classes, but to bring something more entry level in that where you can take a junk car and race it on a weekly basis. That on street tires, the fans like to see it.
Yeah. Now, these junk cars, do they have cages?
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh,
The junk cars don't know.
Well, this would have to have a cage in it. That's all. Safety wise, the ones we were talking about. And there's a race. I don't know if are they Caprices? Like that's starting to get big. They're racing them around the street car. Like that would be neat too. Like I said, I'm open for trying to get anything going on down there.
Yeah, that's awesome. That is
How
so
about
cool.
the run what you brung?
Yeah, we discussed that too. A lot of people like that. And there was something new they brought up, which I don't know if the insurance company's going to like that, but you could race him on the track with your car that you drove
we've
there
seen
with
that. Yep.
2 cars at a time.
That usually doesn't turn out so hot.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, that's
we'd like to do
It's
it,
entertaining.
though. Yes.
Yeah.
very entertaining.
As long as it's not your car in it.
Back
Yeah.
in the day, we had a rollover contest where guys actually flipped the car. We got a team of people together.
Yeah.
Rolled the car over it and back on its wheels in Victory Lane.
Right.
Our team got beat by women. That's a true
I'm
story.
I'm not shocked.
We were terrible.
I am not shocked.
You can never underestimate us. That's all I can say.
Well, speaking of that, we were cleaning up the property and moving the wood around, and the rollover ramp is still down there.
Oh, yeah.
It was done at Mahoning.
Yeah.
It's down there in the woods. I seen it.
We have 2 nods here for spectator drags.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what it's
Yeah.
called. Like you
Oh, that's what it is. Okay,
You
that's
take
the
your
name of
street car,
it.
yeah.
Okay.
race each other around the track.
That's what it is.
One
All
lap.
right.
I think it's only 1 lap.
Yeah, just one
Yeah.
lap.
Yeah, and usually somebody's out there in a really nice Corvette or something and just ends up balling it up.
Takes your truck.
Yes. The corporate missile.
That's it.
Hey now. Well, listen, guys, it has been an absolute pleasure to have you guys on here. And I will say this. I wish you all the best luck in the world. I think what you guys are doing, I love your attitudes. I think, except yours.
He's just jealous about the Yoo-hoo.
Yeah, I don't forget that crap at all. So, if I make it to Mahoning,
No.
and we make eye contact,
When you
I'll bring a
make it,
Yoo-hoo if you do.
no,
I'll make sure it's nice and cold, ready for you.
we make eye contact, just act like we don't even know each other. Because you.
It's still there.
All right. No, you're a good sport. No, it's pretty cool. No, but like I said, we really love your positive attitude. We love that there's an open door policy for everyone, which is so awesome. And more tracks could learn from that. So we wish you all the success in the world.
Thank you.
Absolutely
It's
amazing.
a cool little bull ring, man.
Do you have
If you've
anything
never
else?
been there on a Saturday night, you won't be disappointed. The action there is incredible. It's just fun racing, family friendly, and you can take a family of 4 there. What's your admission price?
We're still the cheapest around by a lot, $15.
$15.
$15. That's very reasonable. Very reasonable.
I left
Where you
all
at
the
with children's prices?
I think it's 10 and under is free,
Okay.
and there's a discount. It's on my phone, but I don't want to get my phone out because it probably got 900 missed calls.
So a family of 4 admissions, some dinner, you're in under $100.
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck
Exactly.
doing that anywhere
That
else.
is, yeah, you can't do it. But you can barely go to the movies for that. So,
You can't go to the movies for that.
No.
2 people's
So,
$100.
That's it.
So
that is so cool. Well, thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it. It was so nice meeting you guys. Thank you so
Thank you.
much. We appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you. We're going to take a brief break, and we're going to let the Mahoning Valley Speedway Park people bail out, and we're going to get the Markovic boys in here momentarily. So
I'm going to talk about our sponsors.
very good. Hang tight for 1 second.
Okay, well, they're switching out. We could not do this show without the following people. S&D Bodyline, Laney Lick Racing, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Smith Fabrication, Roselli Racing, Roy Danner Paving, Drips Detailing, Arner Furniture and Appliance, right down the road from Mahoning Valley Speedway, and Yako's the Hot Dog King. And also a mention to our friend Debbie at Rosenblum Wealth Management. For all your wealth management needs, call Debbie at 908-237-0007.
And we are back with some more Lowdown Entertainment. Joining us right now is the Markovic fellas. We have Terry to my right, John to my right. Gentlemen, welcome. Appreciate you being on.
Thank you. Thank you.
Let's get this started here. It is my understanding that this is your 50th year of competition.
That's true.
How's that even possible?
Just now getting the hang of it, huh?
Yeah,
How's that even possible?
it's possible.
Is that the photo of the young man in front of us here?
That's Terry. There's one over there.
Wow.
Yep, absolutely.
So 50 years, where did it all go? Isn't that amazing? What's quite an accomplishment.
Yeah, it's fun. It's been great. I really enjoyed racing. Dorney was fun, but you know what? I really like Mahoning the best. I raced there in '76 when I first started. It was called the Yellow Jacket Speedway then, and you know, when Dorney closed, well, Mahoning closed, then Dorney closed. I was all ready to build a dirt late model to go out, you know, out by the Harrisburg area, because Dorney was closing, and then all of a sudden Ward announced that he was bringing Mahoning involved. I had to cut the front clip off my car, and I built a car for Mahoning because, it's your home track. And some of the people that went to Dorney are the same people that went to Mahoning, and some of them are still there yet. Still, Fan Appreciation Day, we still see people that are maybe 70, 80 years old that I know from Dorney Park.
That's amazing.
It is amazing. So
absolutely amazing. So we have Al and Melissa say hello, Terry and John. So you got some people checking you guys out.
Hello.
So it is my understanding, like between both of you gentlemen, there's a lot of championships between the two of you. You guys have how many years have you been racing?
I started in 1979, and I think my first championship was 81.
Wow.
And I have 10. So
that's very impressive. Congratulations.
Overachiever.
Very much so.
Yeah,
Very much so.
I got some with Johnny, so I'm happy about that.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
I just, you need a good crew. You need good backing. We had a good crew in the earlier days, and a lot of camaraderie.
Yeah.
That you needed.
There are many nights we slept under the car in creepers because we had a race at Evergreen on Sunday.
Yeah, it's like,
why go home?
Yeah.
But that's what it took.
Back in the day, that's what it was. Now people have like a 6-pack of cars and they just go, we'll just put that one in the trailer and then we'll just take this one here. It's a different, and that's one thing that I like to, for you guys that have been around for a few years, what is the biggest changes you've seen from way back in the day when I say it was fun versus now? I don't think it's as much fun right now, in my personal opinion. I think it's very businesslike. It's a lot of pressure. There's sponsorship obligations. There's a lot of things going on. What is your take on that, gentlemen?
Well, for me personally, it's lack of help anymore. It's hard to get
very much so
pit crew guys to come to your garage and work every night. Everybody's so busy with other stuff going on that you're kind of stuck by yourself, or you had maybe one person to help you.
Yeah.
Years ago, plus when we were younger, the kids were just more involved in it. You had 10 people in the garage helping you.
Yeah.
And that's my take. That's the hardest thing that you have to swallow now that, nowadays versus the early days.
Yeah.
When we first started out, everything was home built.
Yes.
Mostly everything that I learned from him.
Mm-hmm.
Building things, creating things, making a better mousetrap. And nowadays, you need the bigger wallet to buy the things.
Correct.
You need to buy the high performance things. You need to buy the better equipment.
Yeah.
Back then, you figured out a way to make things better, make cars go faster. Just with your own knowledge.
There was ingenuity.
There
really was.
Yeah.
And now everything's so, and I hate to use this word, but it's the only thing that fits is everything's cookie cutter. Because he can go buy something and all three of us can go buy the exact same thing because that's what's available. Yeah. Whereas back in the day, we have no idea what he was doing. Right. We have no idea what Johnny's doing. We have no idea what Terry's doing.
If you bent something at Dorney Park, you went to the garage and you welded something bigger to it. So it didn't bend next week. Those cars weighed 17 tons.
Yeah.
Honest to God.
That's insane.
You would take a rear bumper off at the end of the season. It weighed 500 pounds.
Yeah, I can believe that.
Yeah.
Extra reinforcement.
Absolutely. I can believe that. Oh, Melissa says Johnny's the man.
Johnny is the man.
Look at that.
These two boys here are legends.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Cindy Worden says, hi, Terry and John.
Hello there, Cindy.
These guys got like a fan base here.
We're for old timers.
That's it. They built that legacy, though. Yeah. You know what I mean? These guys have been around. And
it's been earned.
You're not going to find two better guys in the pits.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
It's very nice.
Or at Leo's League.
Guys coming to Leo's League?
Yeah. Yep.
You're going to be at Leo's League?
Yep.
Very nice. How about you?
We're going to try to get John there.
Are you going to be at Leo's League?
I don't even know what that is. I'm sorry.
Well,
I'm not the social butterfly like my brother is. I usually find out things the day of
or after
or the day after.
I didn't even notice that he was a social butterfly. Number one.
Oh, he is.
Number two. Saturday, May 9th.
Yep.
We have been working with a young man named Leo.
Okay.
That was fighting pediatric cancer.
Oh.
Okay. Fortunately for him and all of us involved, he got to ring the bell. So he is in remission. but they carried the legacy of Leo's League on. We do a little thing called Cool Cars and More. Okay. So we get all kind of race cars, motorcycles, tracks, dump trucks, low riders. You name it, we got it.
It seems like a great thing to be a part of.
Yeah,
it really is.
It's such a great day.
It's when you are there, you realize that you're involved with something that is way bigger than you as a human being.
Yeah.
And when you see the looks on the children's faces as they walk around, look at the cars, because typically they'll have capes on, so you'll know. So when they come, no matter what we're doing, we could be standing here busting on each other, talking racing. You stop, and all the focus goes to the kids.
Right. Yeah. I remember when
everybody does it.
When Terry and I were children, we idolized, our race car drivers at Dorney
Yes.
Park. I mean, you went up and you idolized them. You got their autograph. You wanted to be, know everything about them.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah,
it's cool seeing the little kids get in the car and get pictures.
Yeah, so cool.
Wish we could get a little more involved. Wish we get some of the 20 and 25-year-olds involved a little deeper. I don't know where
we're trying, man.
I don't know where the the workforce that we require to do what we do, it's gone.
Yeah, it's true.
It's a lot of work and not a lot of reward, and kids don't like that today.
No.
Yeah.
Melissa Kohler says Johnny's a great friend, family, and she's glad that you are her friend. Melissa, I don't hear him bragging about being friends with you.
He didn't
Stop it.
I've known. I don't even know his first name. I call him Bear his whole life. I know it's Barry, but I mean, I only know him as Bear. So he's the Bear man as far as I'm concerned. And I like to shout out. I have a wonderful family. I have my girlfriend Angela, my daughter Jessica, and Rachel. I'd like to send a shout out to them too, because you need the backing of this. You can't. This is a family sport too. Also,
it really is.
It's something we do, we love, and the time, all the time I spent in the garage away from my family as they grew up is, it was probably hard for them to swallow and handle, but. You do what you love, and thank God, they loved it also.
Mm-hmm.
So,
that's Fun fact, I was actually at the hospital the day Rachel was born.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah. Me and Chad were trying to get Johnny to go to Grandview that night.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And they weren't having it.
No.
We were pissed.
I wonder why.
I don't know why.
Oh, my God.
They're like, come on, there's still time.
I think Rachel would understand, back then, but I don't think she'd understand that now.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm kind of getting at here is I didn't know what the kind of relationship you guys had, but apparently, you're a bad influence is what it boils down to.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So, I'll tell you some stories off air.
Listen, all the times we had were good. They were genuine, and we had such a good, tight-knit bunch of people that made everything enjoyable. We didn't fight. It was we just had a wonderful time together. Just good friendship. Built a lot of good friends throughout the years, throughout my years of racing. I've been racing since 79, so I stopped 2 years ago. I hurt my back and my leg, and I got out of the car and I put my future son-in-law in the car, I think he's doing a remarkable job.
Fantastic.
Looking forward to this year and getting started.
Yeah, so let's talk about this year's plans. We'll start with you, Johnny. You started talking about that. So your future son-in-law is back behind the wheel again, and what do you have planned for 2026?
Well, we're going to try to hit obviously all the Mahoning shows as much as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Probably do some of the ROC things, maybe one or two ROC things, and probably get the Evergreen Speedway. We really can't afford to go abroad. We can't mix it up with the other tours that run the NASCAR Featherlight Modified Tour or the Tri-Track. It's above and beyond our expertise and knowledge. So,
well, you know what? I appreciate you being able to admit that, because some people just go, let's just do it, and hope for the best.
No, it's
you can't do that anymore. You can't just show up.
No, it's too real anymore. How about you, Terry? What do you got for plans for this year?
I'm planning on starting my 50th year here at Mahoning.
Is there going to be a cake? There should be a cake.
Cake and Yoo-hoo.
Well,
first
you
of
have
all,
my attention.
First of all, Joe, I'm gonna. I'm going to tell you why you're coming to Mahoning
Okay,
Valley.
talk to me. Talk to me.
Because there's hardly any asphalt track that you're going to see side-by-side racing in every division. I don't care if it's the modifieds, 4-cylinders, street stocks, hobby stocks. There's always side-by-side racing. Just like, people say asphalt racing is boring. It's follow the leader. Some tracks are. Mahoning isn't.
It's not.
Mahoney's a 2-groove track, excitement all the time. Okay. That's the first reason you're going to come.
I like it so
Second
far.
reason is I do have a spare car if you want to put your butt in it. You're not going to get a better offer than that.
That's better than that go-kart ride you got up there.
Or the juice box car.
Yeah, the juice box.
right.
I don't know.
But
I've had many offers to race at Mahoning over the years. That's
Not
a
an
true
asphalt
story.
modified.
Not an asphalt modified, no. But I've had some
Right.
other offers.
So my plan is to run Mahoney, starting my 50th year, like I said. And I don't know how long I can hang on driving, but come on, people. I'm looking for some young kid that wants to take over that car, but you got to be a worker. You got to come to the garage. You got to work on it.
You got to work at
I
it.
got 3 cars almost ready to go for Mahoney.
Wow.
So if you ball one up, he's got a spare.
I got
Yeah.
spares.
Yeah. So my plan is to support the track. I mean, I was really disappointed when I found out the track wasn't going to run this year, and then God answered the prayer, and Bill came along, and I think he's going to make a successful track out of this place.
That's so cool. That is awesome to hear that from a racer.
Absolutely.
Talking about a promoter. That is huge.
I'm backing him at 100%. Whatever I can do as a driver to make the place successful, I want it to be the biggest bang in probably the history of Mahoning.
That is awesome. And I'll tell you another thing, too, for those of you probably couldn't tell while he was on. I'm on his side 100%. Do you see the size of that dude? Yeah, he'll wreck you, You don't want to mouth off to him because, even if you're pretty quick, he's got a pretty good reach, man. He's got the wingspan on him, so he'll be able to snag you before you get too far away. So,
I was telling somebody the other day, he has that RC track. Maybe he should get some of RC's cars built from like the same guys that race at Mahoney and let the kids come up Saturday afternoon and play on the track.
Yeah.
Before they go for admissions to see the race. So they get excited about racing. They'll understand it a little bit more.
That is an awesome idea.
Tie it all together.
Wow. Yeah, Rich says best racing around.
Definitely.
Let's see. Melissa's at it again here. Now Joe's getting cake and Yoo-hoo. We may see him at Mahoning. and she said, hey, I said Kohlers have cars. So that's a thing.
You got a lot of options.
Aerodynamica says 2 great guys, many memories. So your fan base is still there. So what kind of intestinal fortitude does it take to make it 50 years of racing? I mean, seriously, are you tired? Do you feel it's a young man's game?
Well, it stinks getting old.
It does. It's
right.
There's nothing fun about it. It's something, you grew up in it. Johnny and I been in the racing business since basically we were 10 years old. Him 9. My dad used to be involved in racing, and he used to pay us in the summer to come down to his speed shop and rip 55, 56 Chevys apart down to the frame so they could build race cars. Wow.
And Johnny and I, we would take all the glass out, the dash out, the seats, and how stupid we threw them away. Imagine what all that chrome would be worth. And
all that stainless.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We took them cars all apart, and then they would take them off the frame, put the road cage on, put the bodies on.
Yeah.
So we started watching fabricating when we were 9 and 10 years old. We knew what size engines Chevys made when we were 10 years old.
Yeah. And the firing order, probably.
Yeah. So,
as we were saying before, the younger generation just does not have that kind of knowledge. Well, first of all, you can't tear apart a modern day car because you need to be an MIT grad to see what's going on. Yeah. But, I mean, what an opportunity for you guys. And what was the name of your father's speed shop again?
Broadway Speed Shop.
That's right. It was on the tip of my tongue. I just couldn't think of it. So, and how many years was that in business?
Started in 1961, and let's see, I sold it in 2021.
Oh my!
Yeah.
Wow.
61 to 2021.
Well, that was a great run.
It was a good run.
Yeah.
It started out as a speed shop, and it slowly turned over to a repair station, inspection station, and a body shop.
Oh, okay.
Towing, 24-hour towing, and you couldn't sell anything to a street car back in the 2000s. I mean, you had beautiful wheels, sunroofs. Tara and I put 1 million sunroofs in, wheels on, her shifters, carburetors, intake.
Yeah.
You know, we were doing that at 12, 13, 14 years old. So
that's awesome.
So jumping into racing became easy for us because
it's almost second nature to you.
Yeah, we were already primed up for the sport.
Yeah. Now, did you learn fabricating skills there too with your father?
Yes.
I learned my fabricating skills from a brother here.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, he was. My brother is a good fabricator. He's not too clean and neat on the fabrication. I took it and I took it a little bit further, where I added a little bit of neatness, clean, and you know, maybe I had a grinder. Maybe his problem is he didn't own a grinder. So I don't know.
But the precision welds, you don't need to grind.
No, I know.
That's true.
I like to make things neat and clean. Where Terry got the job done. It's just my things. I just had that extra step that I had to add.
Yeah.
You know, to get through things.
That's part of being a brother. You know, you got to one up.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I guess that is. I had to.
If you look at that car behind Johnny there, that's Terry's car from Dorney.
Yeah.
I mean, the stuff they built back then was just top notch.
Just pristine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it was homemade. Like, man, they were fast.
All the way to the body, frame body, everything was homemade.
Absolutely amazing.
Like you were saying about cookie cutter cars, when Dorney Park was first started, well, when we first got going, you know, every time somebody brought a new car in, everybody swarmed that car because they wanted to see if they had trailer bars, coilovers,
what's trick?
Buggy springs yet.
Yeah.
I mean, Charlie Gilmore used to get around that track with buggy springs on.
Yeah.
I mean, nowadays it's basically an LFR or a Troy on the asphalt side, and it's a Big Nell on the dirt side.
That's very true.
They're all the same, pretty much all the same bodies. Like you said, you can just call up and buy whatever you want. And one of the reasons I've been able to stay in racing so long is because I have made a lot of my stuff. I make my own bodies. I make my own skid rails, bumpers, A-frames. I even have some spindles on one of the cars that I made myself.
That's amazing.
That I do just to save money so I can buy tires. The biggest.
And they may last a week. They may last 2 weeks. They may last a half a lap. That's the thing.
I want to say a Terry Markovic story quick.
Sure.
And this was just last year at Evergreen. So we're up there, and everybody's got these fancy radio boxes. And this is how ingenuity, he's off the charts with just the thriftiness. And they're like, what is that? Where'd you get that box? Lowe's. It was like 48 cents. It's an electrical outlet box. Because I don't need to spend all that money on some fancy radio box.
So cool, man.
Yes,
that's being smart.
That's true.
I think for me, like from back in the day racing to modern day racing, to me, the thing that is, no pun intended, the biggest shocker is shocks. Because I was very heavily involved in microsprint racing, and, we ran very cheap shocks. And then Pro come out with a small body shock, and we're like, whoa, this is major. Now we got guys spending $1,500 a corner for shocks.
Is it the same on asphalt for shocks?
Yes.
It's a shock game.
It's unbelievable how the shock game has just.
I know dirt's out of control.
It's
I didn't
unreal.
know about asphalt.
Yeah.
I don't know too much about Mahoning, but Evergreen shocks are a big thing.
Yeah.
Someplace where you transition from a straightaway to a corner. But Mahoney's pretty much a circle, so once you're set running, you're pretty much there.
Yeah, are you guys using tie downs and easy ups and things like that, or is that
the tie downs on the left side are pretty popular? But like I said, Mahoney, once you get going, it's a circle, and you're not really on and off the gas. You try to stay
It's
as
just-
consistent.
You have to stay wound up, right? You got to keep that momentum.
And then the shock ain't as important as it would be at a different track that has a straightaway with the transition into a corner and coming out of a corner,
Right.
you know.
Getting back to the tires, the problem with the tires are we race a 50-lap race or a 100-lap race, and most of the time the tire is not worn out,
Okay.
but it will not repeat the next week.
It's not. It's because it went through its heat cycle.
Because it went through
Yeah.
so many heat cycles. So even though there might be 50% of tread left on the front tire, the left front or the left rear,
So what do you do with them?
you put them out back and you start making beautiful planters. That's the problem.
They get repurposed.
Yeah, they get
and-
repurposed as a
you know,
planter.
that is a huge pile of suck when you think about it, because like you said, there's half life left.
Yeah.
But if it's gone through your heat cycles,
Right.
well,
It's
useless.
It's unusable. It's unusable. And, you know, back in the day, when we first started racing out of Dorney Park Speedway, the tire would repeat because it was just so darn hard.
right.
And it would repeat. You know, as time progressed and you got to Mahoning and you got to Evergreen. Well, actually, when Evergreen first opened up, John Clemens, you know, good friend of Barry and myself, he sold a lot of softer compound tires. And when you were done at the race, the tire was done.
It was
So you didn't feel bad about throwing a tire away. And if you had a budget, if you have a budget and you look at this tire, it's like, you know, this tire will repeat. Well, it will repeat. You know, it won't repeat. Even though it looks great, it won't repeat on the on the stopwatch.
Now, where are you at for a right rear? Just in comparison, you know, a sprint car right rear is somewhere around 335, 340. You know, modifieds are $300 or something like that. Are you guys comparable?
Well, they were last year, I believe they were $248 a tire.
Mm-hmm. It still sucks.
Well, I just heard some good news though.
Talk to me.
I was talking to Bill when we walked in here, and I said, "How's the tire situation looking this year?" And he said he did well with the Hoosier tires, so hopefully that transfers down to the drivers.
Fantastic.
Okay.
See, we're all getting good.
I opened a can of worms. Maybe I should have, but, you know what I mean. At least that means there shouldn't be an increase. I mean,
Right.
I'm hoping.
Right.
When do you think that all changed, though, John? Like the repeatability, like because you can't. You got to go with tires every week.
Well, when Hoosiers, when you had a monopoly of tires, when you had a Goodyear, when you had a Hoosier, and you had M&H race tire, you know, and you know when there was just down to one tire brand, they made one tire and it would fit 40 different racetracks.
Yeah.
So it might be perfect for here, but not perfect for here. But that was your option.
You can pick whatever you wanted as long as you pick that one.
Right. I mean, your option, you lost your options.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
with the Goodyears, I mean, there was plenty of places where we raced where
They got you on a string.
They do.
Yes.
They do.
You
They really
know,
do.
You know, it's the most costly thing on these race cars. That and you know, for Mahoning Valley, you don't need a $20,000 motor. You need good equipment, but the tires are just, you know what I mean? If you're trying to survive on a 9-to-5 job, it's difficult to race every week.
Yeah.
And that's the problem. If they can do something, you know, there was talk of tire banks, which I still think I wish we could revisit, because if you want to build more car and build the car count, you're going to have to lower the price of the modifieds. Or get, you know, more people that owning businesses own car, because a 9-to-5 person that works a 9-to-5 job is not going to be able to afford shelling out $700. That's his mortgage. That's his electric bill. That's his car payment.
Yeah.
You know, he just doesn't have an extra $700 to spend a week, you know, for racing.
Yeah. So for the fans that are listening, can you explain what a tire bank is? I've seen it at Wall Stadium.
Yeah.
I know it works.
A tire bank is when you purchase tires off the distributor and you have an allotment to use. Let's say for 3 weeks, you are allowed 4 tires for 3 weeks. You're allowed to buy 1 tire per week. So it's something put in place where you're limited on the new tires you can purchase. So you're limited on the new tires. So you're going to have to make some of the old tires work, and it saves you purchasing tires.
Yeah.
Seems like a good deal.
Interesting.
Except for the Hoosier guy.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, and then this year NASCAR approved for the Wheeling Tour, the American racers, they're coming in at 195 now.
Oh my.
So they threw a wrench into Hoosier, and now on the Smart Tour, Hoosier lowered the price to $203.75 a tire.
Going in the right direction.
Right. It went in the right direction. It made it a little bit affordable, but I don't know what Hoosier's going to do with the local tracks like Stafford, Mahoning, Evergreen. Did they give them a discount, or are we going to be still
250,
248, or whatever it is?
How do you feel about using another brand as far as performance ability?
Well,
where are they at? Do you take a chance on it? It's less money, but
that's going to be up to the promoter deciding what's going to be best for his facility and what best kind of deal he can get if there's a point fund or whatever. But getting back to the tire deal, it would benefit the weekly cars, but it would also benefit the person that can't afford the brand new tires to come to his facility.
Yes.
Now he can buy used tires, good used tires at a quarter of the price and be competitive because now you don't have new tires. I don't have new tires, and neither does the guy that sat out for 3 weeks because he didn't have the money to buy. So it does trickle down.
It's a little game changer.
I think it'll help the promotion of more cars.
Yeah.
You get the people that can't afford to race every week.
Absolutely.
Might get them out there.
Yeah, at least another week or two.
They know they don't have to come and put 4 tires, 3 tires on. It's going to be a lot more. It's going to be affordable for them.
How bad are you guys womping up a right front? You're not really rough on right front?
How much you're pushing.
They're not hard on the right front, but like he says, once they go through the heat cycle, you can't get them. At least on the Hoosiers. I don't know how the American racers are.
Yeah.
The first tour race they had in New Smyrna, they said that the American Racer tire lasted, had a good repeatability because the guys that went into the pits thinking like they did when they were on Hoosiers came out and they weren't 0.2 of a second faster with the newer tires. They might have picked up a 0.5 of a second. So maybe it made the field more competitive where you don't have to keep buying a tire and put a new tire on at the end of the race. Yeah. It's just the best thing would be is if there was open competition with tires, because then the companies are going to make tires that are good.
Sure.
You're not stuck with.
And you're not locked in. You're right.
Yeah. Now you want your customers to buy your product.
Yes.
Right.
So you got to put out a good product, and you got to make it competitive, and you have to make it affordable. Right. So that's the free spirit of winning. Right. I'm just going to get into chat here for 1 second. Sue and Henry Wilt. I don't know which one's on. Maybe both of them are. Johnny's a terrific body man, and he did a few things for us on our street cars. So a little endorsement for you. So that's good stuff right there.
Yeah, we had the body shop probably existed for the last 15, 20 years of the speed shop's existence.
865-1020.
865-1020.
You got it.
Yeah. That's the phone number.
Yeah, wow. That was the phone number. Yep.
Yeah. Holy smokes.
Yeah. It's a disease, man.
It is. It really is. It truly is. So that's. Melissa Kohler says 100%. I don't know what she meant.
That's on the tire deal.
Oh, that was okay. She was agreeing on that. Okay.
The tires.
Yeah.
That's the that's the link that we got to overcome, to get the car count back to where it had been before.
Yeah, the cars are still out there.
The cars are there. It's just affordability. It's just tough anymore.
Yeah, when you're looking at $800 to walk through the gate.
Man, that's rough.
It's tough.
Yeah.
That is so tough.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
It makes it difficult.
So who do you guys need to thank sponsor-wise? Who are you guys helping you on your cars?
I got nobody.
That was a really short list.
Right?
Listen,
wow.
It's I don't think we have anything to give back to them.
Return on investment, Joe.
Right.
Always.
We have nothing to give back to them. I've had sponsors throughout the years, and I'm sure Terry has throughout the years. But they're only friend sponsors. People with other businesses that enjoy racing. It's hard to find a yield for the people to get something back. So,
it really is.
I've never heard truer words.
Yeah,
it really is.
The only guy that really helps me out is Keith Hoffman over at Hoffman Brothers.
Oh, great guy.
Great guy. He helps me out a lot, and You know, I got to thank him. He gives me some parts that I need when I need them, and I can't. You know, I've been there where other guys from dirt racing came in and says, "Hey Keith, I need a front axle, and how much is it going to cost me?" And he goes, $1,400 for new stuff, but I have some good used stuff. I'll tell you what, I'll give it to you for like $450, and you know, put the decal on the car and go race. Yeah, you know, I mean,
that's pretty cool.
He's like one of the only guys around anymore that helps racers out.
Yeah, he's a class act. He really is.
There isn't many people around anymore.
He has a nice business going there with the used parts. And,
yes.
It obviously it benefits everybody.
Sure.
I'm a good customer for used parts.
Now, have either one of you had any aspirations to race on dirt, or have you always been an asphalt person?
I raced a late model at Grandview when they used to have that open competition. I went down one time, and I don't remember if it was second or third. I finished second or third.
Good for you.
But it was a 50 lapper, and it took me 45 laps to learn how to back into the turn. So I went from
those last 5 laps, you went like hell.
Yeah, the last 5
you
laps.
were gaining on it the last 5.
I finally figured out how to get into the corner sideways, because when you're on asphalt, you don't want to slide at all.
You don't want to. Yeah, you want to scrub any speed.
And I'm trying to get this car to turn and go, and it's not going. I did qualify, so I was lucky there, but I did end up at the end second or third. I don't remember. But I think that I did that slide movement to some guys, because I remember some guys screaming and yelling at me.
That's the thing.
I didn't even know I was doing that. I was just trying to do the best I could, you know. And when you're young, you're full of piss, you know.
Yeah, you just go.
You just go and do anything, you know.
How about you, Johnny? Any aspirations of running dirt?
I thought, I seen my brother do it. I think he was down in like 78 or 79, because that's when they had open competition, late models. And he went down there. Obviously, we ran V8s back in that day. And we ran against 6-cylinders. So, so I think I tried it like 2 years later, and thought the big motor and my skills would get me around there. And I ended up flipping 6 times down the back straightaway.
Oh, snap!
I had one visit in dirt, and I will only go to watch. I won't participate. Yeah.
You know your limitations. Yeah.
6 times is impressive.
6 is. You got a lot out of that. That's
a couple barrels, a couple end over ends. It was
those endos hurt. Yeah. The barrels aren't bad. The endo ends, the endos really hurt. Yeah. Those are the ones that jar you around a little bit.
And the unique thing is we had to go to Mahoning. I think we were still. I'm not sure. We were still at probably Dorney Park back then. Yeah. I had a Nova body, a blue Nova body. Yeah. And I come, and my dad looked at the roof, and he said, "Why did you do that?" Oh my! He pounded it out the best he could, and he helped me get everything straight and squared out. And we went to Dorney that following week.
So, what's from each of you? What was your favorite track you ever competed at?
My favorite track would probably be Chemung Speedrome.
I've heard of that.
Yeah, it's
Trisha was there last year. Yeah, I remember that name.
Chemung is, I don't know, I would call it a technical track. It's, there's so many different ways you can enter the corner. Where like an evergreen type place is, you got your driving in low, driving in high, whatever lane you happen to choose. But where Chemung Speedway, you can change the corners up, almost like a dirt style thing. You can go in high, turn low. There's just different racing grooves where you can, where your car works better, or you can make a pass and then just go back to your normal groove. You know what I mean?
And turn 3, you don't even use the track.
Yeah, you're
you go over the rumble strips.
You're going over. But when you see like the tour cars go, they're like the Winston, the tour cars. Mm-hmm. They're way above it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Unless somebody wants to make a pass, they'll do a low dive underneath there and come up through. So, Chemung, I like Chemung. Yeah.
Mine is
How about you, Tim? Is it? Yeah.
Yeah, I had so many good times there. In the late models, Johnny and I pretty much dominated for a couple of years there.
Yeah.
And being able to move up into the modifieds at Mahoning, seeing the same people that you grew up with, when you were at Dorney.
Mm-hmm.
It's just home. For me, it's just home.
I get it. Yeah.
And I that's my favorite track by far. Everybody says Dorney Park. Dorney Park had a great feeling, and somebody said it here at the Ferris wheel. Well, you had the amusement park in the back, just like Riverside Park up in Massachusetts. Same deal, a quarter-mile track with a amusement park in the back. It's kind of nice. But Mahoning is, I think more great people came out of Mahoning.
Mm-hmm.
All your top tour guys, asphalt tour guys, came from Mahoning.
There's been a host of talent that's been through the place for sure.
Yes. And I didn't even know it. My brother said Ryan Priest had his first modified ride at Mahoning.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. But, I'm pretty sure there's like 13 ROC championships, all from drivers that came from Mahoning.
Yeah.
And we have the Hirschmans and the Beers, all NASCAR Tour, Wheel and Tour modified champions, all started at Mahoning.
And you're forgetting about the late, great Doug Hoffman.
Doug Hoffman.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the dirt side. I don't know too much dirt side, but I mean, I know some of the guys that rained on at Grandview, like Becker, Bailey, Gilmore, they all, they were all at Mahoning at one time.
They all spent
They
time
all
there.
started at Mahoning Valley.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
Mahoning Valley is starter for a lot of guys that went on to be top tier racers.
It's so cool to hear this because this is your favorite track, and you guys had awesome success there, man. That is just a home run all the way around.
And you know what's great? I got to race against Hirschmans, Hoffmans.
Yeah. You were right with
Steiner.
Yeah.
And now, starting my 50th year, I'm going to race against their kids.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So you got Gunner, Matt. Nobody can argue how great Matt Hirschman is. My goodness.
Right. He's very talented.
And you're going to race against all them good guys are all bringing Austin Beers.
This is like a second coming for you, man. This is just, you're recycling.
Yeah.
And then you go to Blue Mountain up the street and you see the little kids. It's like little Mahoning. So that they're coming up through. The place has to stay there.
Yeah. That's why it would be important to get them quarter midgets at Mahoning, because that'll end up being their home track.
Absolutely.
That's true. Very true.
And, if we got to put our cars at Blue Mountain, I know they have a show, but, we need to get all the racetracks together and kind of promote kids stuff, because they are the future.
Yep.
Absolutely.
We're trying to do the same thing on the media side, is get the kids involved.
And, people come up to me all the time and say, hey, those were good old days. But you know what? To the kid, the 6-year-old kid in the stand, these are the good old days.
These are the good old days.
Yes. For them, it's Johnny and I are the good old guys.
That's right.
Like me, it was Rags Carter and Frankie Schneider and Malzahn and Dunstan, and all them guys were heroes to us.
They were our idols.
All good, the good old days. Well, the good old days are still good old days. They're just down the future.
They're in the future.
We passed the torch.
Right.
I want to get into chat here for a second. John Hagan says, great guys, would help anyone out. Have helped me out many times over the years. You guys have helped them out. So, you guys got a lot of endorsements here. It's unbelievable.
Danny, what's his name? Harry Daneker said Johnny got that Nova back together for 20.
Yeah. Harry Daneker, huh?
Yeah.
There's a name I haven't heard in about 30 years.
See, they're all tuned in.
He was a
crew. He was basically my crew chief. Yeah.
That is so cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Harry since probably you lived in Fountain Hill.
Yeah.
I got to throw some names out there because I would be remiss if I didn't mention them. I had such good help. I had Harry Litzenberg, Eric Daniluk, whose son's racing right now and doing very well, Darian, Bob Groff, and that was early in the career, and they helped me so much. And you can't do without the help, because you can't do it on your own. Yeah. And that's another problem with the youth today. We just don't have them involved the way they're not involved the way I would like them to be.
I would get off the school bus and couldn't wait to get to a shop. You know what I mean? Like I could not wait.
Yeah.
Well, Eric Daniluk, he lived about 2 miles from our house. He would come home and ride his bike down so he could help us rip them cars apart in the summer.
Yeah.
He'd be there first thing in the morning
Yeah.
helping us rip these cars apart when we were kids. I mean, he was
Absolutely.
probably.
We're gonna give his son Darian. Hopefully, Darian's gonna hop into some cars this year.
Nice.
I have a couple cars there. I have two 602s that are owned by the Hawes brothers.
Yep.
That we're rebuilding and getting all up to snuff. And like Terry has two extra cars, so we're going to see if Darian can make his debut this year.
Awesome.
You know, either at Mahoning Valley or probably at Evergreen a little bit too. So yeah,
Awesome.
young talent.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So I'm going to put it out there. Anybody that's young and wants to race, give us a call. We're getting too old to crawl in these cars. You know, help us out a little bit. Just got to be willing to work on them. That's it.
Are you gentlemen both on Facebook?
I am.
Are you?
Yeah.
I'm not,
No.
not big on the social media.
No.
No.
Well,
It's not a bad thing.
We talked to you in the Leo's League, so we're going to see you May 9th. So
All right, I'm well informed on that now.
Yeah,
and
we're
it's a great cause.
it
So
is a great
it's
cause.
a great cause. So I'll make sure I'm there.
Yeah, that would be great to
And
see
you know
there.
what else is besides the cars being there is the kids love the goats.
Oh, the goat.
Oh, the goat.
goat snuggling.
man.
Good Lord.
My kid couldn't wait for the goats to come.
Neither can Joe.
I think
When we started advertising about Leo's League 4 years ago, this goat snuggling thing was part of the package. I said to him, I said, "What the hell is goat snuggling?" He's like, "I don't know." Well, we go to Leo's League the first year. I don't see Bear for hours.
he's snuggling a goat.
Because you were in the goat pen. I was working.
No. I finally run into him. He's covered in hay. I said, "Where you been?" He's like, "Dude, I was snuggling the goats. It is the coolest thing ever." I couldn't get out. I was like, "Oh, this is so stupid." I go in there and snuggle the goats. I didn't want to leave.
I know, they're amazing.
It is
so
the
cool.
coolest thing ever.
I'm going to pass on the goats. If
No,
that's okay
no,
with you.
you're
No.
I'm going to
you
pass
gotta
on the
go.
goats.
Listen, it sounds funky, but it is one of the most amazing things you'll ever do.
I have a daughter, Rachel. She'll handle the goats for me. She'll put
I got a guy.
She'll put my time. I got a guy. I got a girl for that. My daughter. I'll put her in charge of the goat snuggling for me. She'll put adequate time.
As
in.
long as you have a representative,
I got to
you're
represent it. Rachel, you got a job to do. Goat snuggling.
I'm with Markovic.
Yeah.
Good.
Go ahead.
Have you ever done goat snuggling? It's
It's-
amazing,
it's-
isn't it?
It's something
cool.
else.
It is absolutely amazing.
Yep.
I must have missed that day.
Trisha Conley
Yeah.
is
There was
a
a fight.
huge. Yeah, her and I almost had fisticuffs. It was almost just as bad as you and I with my Yoo-Hoo over these goats. Yeah, because she got a little cocky about that.
possessive.
Yeah, she really got possessive. Oh, she's a sweetheart though. It was all in fun.
There's
Talented.
another talent from Mahoney.
Talented.
Yeah.
A champion too.
Yes. Yep.
You know, I
Absolute sweetheart.
sorry that I forgot about you, but I'm not into the four cylinders too much. You know what I mean?
Here's Eric Danalexis. Thanks
Yeah,
for the
there's-
shout out. Great
Yeah.
memories.
That is so cool to go down memory lane. Yeah, it's great stuff. So-
Before we sign off here,
Yeah.
I just want one from each one of you. What is your best memory? Like your favorite memory?
Great question.
50
Oh.
years. There's got to be something.
I could tell you mine. When Johnny and I were pretty much dominating the late models, I put a new motor in my late model, and I had a miss, and I could not find this miss. And then somebody that still races at Mahoney in the late models, they protested Johnny and I because we were winning too much. We had to take our cylinder heads off on the front straightaway. Whoops.
That's okay.
And I found my miss, the problem I had with my engine. I took the
Perfect
cylinder
timing.
head off. So they paid me to find my miss.
Outstanding.
That's my favorite memory.
That is awesome.
I love it.
That is very good. How about you, Johnny?
Wow, that's gonna. I don't know if I can even come up with something right now. I mean, I've had since '79. I've just.
You're blessed.
I've been very blessed. I mean,
Yeah.
There.
what's nice is week 1 paid for week 2, week 2 paid for week 3,
that's
then
all you can ask
first
for
year
there.
paid
Yes.
for the second year, third year. It would just be unfair for me to pick one exact thing. I love the sport. I love the camaraderie with the people. That's a special thing. I help anybody out. I would help anybody out. I mean, Yeah, I just love the sport. The best time was all the time, every time.
That is an awesome answer right
When I'm
there.
at the-
Oh my God, that is the best answer I've
When
ever
I'm
heard in
at
my
the
life.
track. When I'm at the track. It's
That is the
time.
best answer I ever heard in my life. By the way, who is Rachel Markovic?
Rachel is my younger daughter.
She said, "I'd love to," and I know that's referring to
That's
the
the
goat.
goat.
That's
snake.
Goat
Yes.
Snuggling. All right, Ray.
Yes.
May 9th,
All
Ray.
right, May 9th, Ray, you're involved.
Rachel, I haven't met you yet, but I already like you. Bill Esterly's in the house. Bill, I appreciate you checking in, my friend. It was awesome. Little disappointed in their answers, and I'm going to tell you why.
Talk to me. Because it's not this show.
Exactly. You would think that this would be the highlight of their career.
Right.
At 50 years, you'd think it's like, man, being here is pretty spectacular, but
You know, you can bring us back next year.
There you go.
You can bring us back next year. Maybe we'll bring some yoo-hoo and some other things along with us. You know,
Now we're
now
talking.
talk to me.
you know, we might show up with a goat. You know, Terry and I'll show up with a goat. What do you think, Terry?
If you show up with a sheep, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Yep.
Oh,
See
my
how this all works?
goodness.
I tell you what, if that would come to fruition, you two could easily become our most favorite guests.
There you go.
And the hosts. We can leave.
I like to finish off by just saying I wish Bill all the luck. You know, I wish Mahoning all the luck because
That's very nice.
we're there every week. Nobody wants the place to close. We all want it to be successful.
Yes.
And let's all just keep our attitudes in check and, you know, give Bill the benefit of the doubt. And I think he'll be successful.
Let's go
We're all
racing.
wishing for that.
Yes,
That is awesome.
Definitely.
We want to do a shout out. Yako's Hot Dogs, you see them behind the screen here. They are our show sponsor here. They do a lot of great things for us, and we appreciate everything that they do. And I forgot. I totally dropped the ball when Genevieve and Blue were on. So, what do you like on your hot dog?
Okay.
Okay. All right. Just had me a little nervous there with the ketchup. How about you?
Mm-hmm. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
Very good.
Fine answer.
Have you ever had a Yako's hot dog? Nope. Okay. Obviously you have.
Uh-huh.
Have you guys ever had a Yako's
Yes.
hot dog?
Come on. Look at them.
Yes. Yes.
I'm hoping we're sharing those Yako free gift cards there that you're playing with.
We know somebody
Yeah.
that could probably hand these out.
Okay.
What's your toppings on your hot dogs? What's your favorite?
I like the Yako sauce. And onions. I'm
Nice.
a big onion guy.
Straight up the best. As much as they can put on that Yako's hot dog, I'll take it. I'll even throw
Love
a little
these
extra
guys.
cheese on there, too.
Very nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, even Gary Lurch even said best closer in your marks right there. So that's
Absolutely.
They were very,
solid,
very good.
Solid state.
It has been a fantastic show. Guys, thank you so much for being
Yes.
on. We really appreciate you. We hope you had a good time.
And we wish
Gentlemen,
you the best.
It was so nice
Thank
meeting
you.
you.
Nice
It really
meeting you.
was.
Nice
You
meeting
guys are
and
great.
we'll see you there this year, hopefully.
Yes.
I'm going to get Joey.
Make sure you say
I'm gonna
hello.
get Joe
He's
to
gonna
Mahoning.
get me there. He is.
Okay.
He's gonna get me there.
Okay. Very
Um,
good.
Thank you.
I know Barry has a list of people that we need to thank.
I do indeed. And like Joey said, we could not do this show without the following people. And it's the Yako's Hot Dogs, Arner Furniture and Appliance, right down the street from Mahoning Valley Speedway, Drips Detailing, sponsor of our Young Lions program, Roy Danner Paving, Roselli Racing, Elliott's Custom Trailers and Carts, Smith Fabrication, Laney Lick Racing, S&D Bodyline, and a special mention to our friend Debbie at Rosenblum Wealth Management. For all your wealth management needs, call Debbie at 908-237-0007.
This was a really, really fun show. I'm not an asphalt guy by any stretch of the imagination, but it has been an absolute pleasure chatting with you, lady and gentlemen, this evening, and learned a lot. I really did.
It's been great to be two drivers to be here with the management of Mahoning.
Absolutely.
It's a very good time.
This year is this is really great.
This is a very huge pivotal year for everybody involved here. So, we love that Mahoning is back and alive and well, and they're going to be thriving. So make sure you get your butts there, get in the stands, and do. What am I doing?
Look at chat. Couple of things just popped up before we get going.
Okay, what do we got here? Read them to me.
Good luck, John and Terry, this
There we
year
go.
from Darryl Bruning Jr. and Jamie. Remember Darryl from the park?
Sure. Yeah.
You ran with my dad for years.
Yep.
Miss Lowdown Entertainment is at the Lehigh Valley Car Show currently.
Very nice.
Everybody should stop by and say hi. And just give me a quick shout out, Barry Green Swag. He was inducted into the Kart Racing Hall of Fame today.
You know what? He gets the
Good.
clap, man.
Good.
He
Good
gets the
job.
clap. Yeah, what a guy. Yeah,
Yep.
man, he has helped a lot of people get their racing career started.
Mm-hmm.
Unbelievable.
So
Congratulations
outstanding
to him.
show. Thank you guys for coming.
Awesome.
you.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody, for tuning
Rachel, I
in.
told you I get your dad on here.
Chat, thank you so much for all your interactions. Thank you for your questions and your comments. And we appreciate each and every one of you. So until next week, we want to say good night and God bless.
Thank you.
Okay.